Hey man, what the do y'all know about sports?
You are now listening to the Best Damn Sports Podcast. Period. Welcome back, everyone, to the What Do Women Know About Sports Podcast. I am Brina Cole.
And I'm Vicky D. Well, hello.
Hello.
Hey.
Let's see. Let's run off the things. Let's say Happy Thanksgiving.
Wow. Really?
Yeah. We were here like early November.
Oh.
So let's say Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Turkey Day.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Happy New Year.
Woo.
Happy birthday to me.
Yes. She just celebrated a birthday, y'all. January 18th.
Yeah, 18th.
18th. Yes.
And Happy Black History Month. We're pre-Black and educated.
Okay, there you go.
Hey.
Yeah,
it's been a minute.
No. Yeah.
It's been a minute.
Well, didn't we have an episode earlier this year though?
No.
We haven't?
No.
So this is our first episode of the year.
Since November.
Wow.
It's been that long.
Okay.
It's been that long.
Wow. Well, hey. Hi.
Hey, how y'all doing? Happy New Year. I hope 2023 is treating
January,
you right.
Well, I hope January treated y'all right.
Yeah.
It was cool for me. So
I mean, it's a lot has been happening in sports, but just in the world in general.
Yeah.
I think we talked about when we were here last time about Brittany Griner coming home.
I think was that the last time?
I don't remember, but I know she's if not, BG is home.
Yeah.
There's been some shakeups in the WNBA. Yeah, like I never thought Stewie would be leaving Seattle, but Breanna Stewart is leaving Seattle. It's been a lot of stuff happening. I mean, we had the Grammys. Beyonce is the...
we breaking records in Black History Month.
Yeah, like Beyonce holds the most Grammys now. Shout out to her.
Yeah, 33. Hey.
Shout out to her. Yeah, shout out to B. She's also breaking the internet with ticket prices for Renaissance Club like that. Yeah. They're kind of expensive. Well, they are expensive only if you want to be near her.
Right. Which, I mean, if you're
if you want to be near her.
Yeah.
Also this month in St. Louis, the Battle Hawks are returning.
Yay! Oh, I'm definitely going to a game.
I
wanted to go when they
was here previously
before the COVID came.
Before COVID was a thing. And then
that's cool.
Yeah, it comes back this month. Cool. And then the soccer team is going to be a thing this year also.
I definitely want to see that too.
It's been some things. It's been a minute.
St. Louis trying to be great. They're
trying to be great. I mean, the Kia boy's still on the move. That's
the Kia and the Hyundai boys.
Yeah, that's a thing.
Yeah,
that's a real thing for real. Yeah. I mean, I'm still here, still working.
Oh, working at
Death Row Records. Yeah, I'm still Death Row, but I'm still I'm still Death Row.
I'm still here.
Still here.
All right.
Still here.
Okay.
I'm just happy to be here today.
All right. Well, since we're talking about, we just gonna get right to it. Since we're talking about, Black History Month and people breaking records.
Shout out to them.
Shout out to one LeBron James.
Shout out to him because listen, that is an accomplishment.
That is definitely. In his 20-year career, started when he was 18. He's now 38. This man has achieved the impossible.
He broke
in nearly 40 years.
Yeah, he broke a 39-year record.
Yeah. Wow. And wait a minute.
Oh, would I text you?
I think, but you was talking about Kareem. Yeah. Tell the people how you what did you think when you saw it?
Oh, because I was saying, like, I was tweeting about it.
Yeah.
So I did watch the game. So LeBron broke this record on Tuesday.
He did bring back the headband LeBron.
Yeah.
No.
So LeBron broke this record on Tuesday. Tuesday was the 7th, I believe. Yeah, it was the 7th. It was the 7th of February. And so, so Kareem's in attendance. Legend.
Right.
Legend. But every time the camera panned to him, he looked a little bored. Like, he looked like, y'all got me out of bed for this? Like, why am I here? He looked uninterested until it was time for him to like actually like I guess do something.
Right, break the record.
Yeah, like Kareem was looking real bored until like, it was time for him to give LeBron the ball and take his little picture.
Yeah, and then go on back home, whatever he had to do.
Like, it's all right, I'm done. Like, he looked real uninterested. He looked real like, I'm wasting my time. Just get it over with. Listen, I've had it for this long. And so LeBron only needed 36 points to break it. And so he broke it at the start of the second half, right? Because like he didn't break it in the first half.
No, because they literally stopped the game. What was like 10 seconds left or something in that quarter? They literally stopped the game. Like, no. Y'all could have waited till after the game.
But Kareem looked real bored. And it was just so funny to me, but he looked real bored. But LeBron broke the record. His kids were there. His wife, his mom.
Yes.
It was just a special moment. Now here's the thing. He was being real dramatic for me. He started to cry. I was like, all right.
No, but I mean,
he was too dramatic.
Oh.
Wrap this shit up.
Okay, that's why I said this is the end of the game. Like,
I think they still had a ceremony after though. I believe.
Yeah, they like their own separate like little thing.
I saw a clip, so I don't know like when that ceremony happened.
I think they had their own little separate thing.
But I will say his game day outfit fly, the all black.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah. He came prepared to break a record today. Okay, fly. But he was real dramatic, sir. Like, come on. But I get it.
Hey,
it's
this
a
is
big
historic,
moment.
man. This is Black History Month. Like this couldn't have been like scripted. Like
yeah.
Any better.
Yeah, like Beyonce broke a record on this Sunday.
Yeah, like
and then he broke a record. Yeah,
it
was. I'm not saying it's not huge. I'm just saying.
You just saying the dramatics was there.
It was dramatic.
Okay.
Yeah, like when Kareem was trying to hit him the ball, he was bent over, like, sir, stand up, take this ball.
Well, he did just score 36 points in 2 halves, right?
He was just. I was like, come on, let's get this under control. Wrap this shit up. He was doing the most. But like, shout out to him, because I feel like that is a major accomplishment. To say that you broke a record like that was standing for 39 years. Yeah. Just imagine how many players have played the game since Kareem did it in that 39-year span. We've gone through
3 decades, almost 4 decades
of players
that
like,
haven't yet.
And some players are just retired, some have passed away, or some are still playing.
Some have kind of been close to kind of reaching it,
and they haven't. And I think the next person, like who is still an active player, who is even close to reaching it, I believe it's James Harden.
That ain't gonna happen. But
that's like the next active player. Yeah, because I went to look at the list like a couple days, like I think yesterday, and like aside from LeBron being the active player, the other players in the list they are either retired. Kobe has passed on. Everybody else is not active. Right. So, and James Harden is a ways down, like on the list.
Yeah, I'm not whatever, but like nobody. I don't think anybody imagined that this kid from Akron.
Yeah, I don't think he imagined it.
Would be the one to break his record.
Yeah, I don't think he imagined it either.
Yeah, like especially like players his age, like his points per game. Like usually players that get up to that age, like their points per game kind of dwindle down, But this dude, he's still averaging 30 points per game, 7 assists and 8 rebounds. Yeah, like he still got a couple more years left, and counting. Like I feel like it. LeBron has played less games than Kareem to achieve this record. True. Because Kareem played like 1,560 games.
And he's like 1,004.
Played like 1,410 now. By the time this airs, it'll be like over 1,400.
So Kareem didn't play like that many over, but it's close, but it's still lesser.
Well, I mean, listen. So many people can talk about how he got to this he was able to get, to this point in his career. Many people have argued that he came straight out of high school as opposed to somebody like, Michael Jordan, who played in college, or Kareem played 4 years in college.
Possibly.
To get it quicker. And then back then when Kareem played, they weren't allowed to come straight out of high school, obviously.
Possibly.
Many people say that So many people say that LeBron does shoot more threes. Now, Kareem did it. Kareem only shot 1 three-pointer in his entire career.
Yeah.
Because, okay, well, I'll get to that later. But many people also say that because LeBron likes to cry a lot, the dramatics, he's had more opportunities to get to the free throw, hence more points for him. Okay. So we know obviously that the game was kind of, different. It was a different game. It's a different game, yeah, than it was way back then. But to me, I think what sets players apart, like LeBron, is that, the rules have changed. They can pretty much shoot from anywhere on the court, and they're more versatile. And almost all of Kareem's shots was, his little hook shot. The sky hook shot,
which is dope though.
Which is extremely dope. Really but it's dope. Like,
and he was a true center, like he was a big man.
Right.
So I think that's why all of his shots are from within the paint, and like he stayed within that pocket. He stayed within his area to like get there. And I think like that's amazing to even do that within that little small radius of a pocket. Cause like at that point, I feel like with Kareem staying within the paint and being the big man that he was, you strictly are shooting 2-pointers.
Yeah. So speaking of that, like they just introduced the 3-pointers in the 1979 to the 1980 season.
Okay.
That's kind of halfway through Kareem's career. So, but when they introduced the 3-pointer, it was mainly for like emergency, like a break glass and emergency kind of thing. Like if you needed to shoot a 3, I guess to like win a game, that's when you would use it. So they weren't using it like that back then when it was introduced.
It's not used.
But
used
now
it's used now.
Yeah, but now
they all use it.
So Kareem only had 1 3-pointer in his entire career. LeBron is like 9th in like 3-point. 3-pointers. So
yeah, I mean, regardless though, it's still an amazing thing to accomplish. And I feel it's dope that Kareem is still here to even pass the torch over. I think that's
yeah.
Like I thought that was a big
seemed
moment.
A little haterish to me,
I just think he was bored.
Glad he got to accept the fact that these new
New I think he was just bored. He was really bored.
He just looked bored.
He was bored. He was really bored. I think he was like, all right, let's wrap this shit up.
Well, I just want to throw in that I don't think many people know. Okay, let me quiz you. Who held the record first before Kareem?
It was some white man. Wasn't it a white dude?
No.
Who was it?
Wilt Chamberlain.
Oh, it was Wilt Chamberlain.
So Wilt Chamberlain.
I know, because I saw on TV the pictures of it, and I know some white dudes was in there somewhere. I saw them.
Yeah. But Wilt Chamberlain held that record first, and then Kareem broke it in '84. So yeah, that's a little something if y'all forgot or didn't know.
But it's a different game too.
Yeah, it is. So
and it'll be a while before like anybody breaks.
I was just gonna say that. I was just in my head. I was just gonna say that. It's gonna be probably another. Actually, I think it's gonna be longer. Well, because
I feel the same way about Steph Curry, like leading, like he's the leader in like 3-pointers.
He is the first, yeah.
And I feel he just beat Ray Allen, and I feel like it is, and Steph is still an active player.
Oh, he got a couple more years left too.
It'll be a while before anybody breaks these records.
Yeah,
it'll be a while.
It's gonna be a while. Yeah, and I don't know if there's any players of that caliber just yet that can really. Because I was asking somebody, like, is there any players? Because I watched that. So, you have, like, the rookies or the, sophomores or whatever that came out. Like, I don't see any of them, like,
I don't know,
being like that breakout.
I don't know, because I watched the Oklahoma game with the Lakers. Like, Oklahoma has a young squad, but they was balling.
Okay.
They was balling.
But who's that next superstar?
I don't know.
Who is it going to be? Because it took a while for Steph Curry to break out. It took a while for LeBron to get his footing in. It took a while for Kobe. Who was going to be that next person? I mean, I want to say John Morant, but he's trying to be a thug. So I don't know how that's going.
Like
Tatum, yeah.
Legit. Yeah. Like he's a monster.
I can see that.
John Morant, listen, don't get me started. This is not about him today. This is not about him today.
Him and his daddy Usher need to chill. Like,
this is not about him today.
He's trying to be somebody 8-miled him. Like, dude, you came from a 2-parent home, dude.
No, but while we're on the topic of LeBron James,
yes,
this is posed the question. Does him like breaking the record make him the greatest of all time?
Yeah, the GOAT debate. You have the GOAT debate.
Stephen A. Smith, like who we like have to love and hate.
Yeah.
Stephen A. Smith said he does not. Now, Stephen A. saying no is not taken away from the fact that he is not a great player, because he is.
Obviously. Mm-hmm.
His accomplishment, the things that he's done, it's his like him off the court is who we love.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he was like, this does not make him the greatest of all time.
Mm-hmm.
I think LeBron is the greatest all-around player, because I feel like he's great offensively, and
he can do it all.
And he bully you like defensively.
Mm-hmm.
But this isn't it. But the question it is a question.
Yeah.
Does this? I feel like this. I feel like based on whatever like your perception is, yes. But everybody's perception is different.
Yeah. So, I mean, obviously.
So, I think it's open-ended question.
Yeah. So, LeBron says he obviously considers himself the GOAT. Which, as he should.
As you should.
Confidence.
Just because he said it does not mean we have to agree.
That's true. But again, that's his confidence. That's how he feel.
That's his
I'm going to say I'm a GOAT too. Hey, I'm the GOAT.
Exactly.
Period.
Exactly.
Like,
listen, but I can say I'm the Queen of England. That doesn't mean I gotta agree.
Dang, that's not what I meant. But I mean, he's confident. Listen, I'm all about
confidence.
The
in
black
yourself.
man having confidence in himself.
And he got it.
If you want to say you the GOAT, you the GOAT. Okay. You ain't my GOAT.
You're not mine either.
You ain't mine. But I respect it. I respect it.
We can't say that too loud because then
I can say you ain't my GOAT.
Because then we're gonna be anti-black.
I don't care.
Then we gonna be
and I hate that. And
I told you about that the other day.
Oh yeah. But I hate that though, because
then we gonna be anti-black, which is complete bullshit.
Or haters, whatever. I don't care.
But I have made it known LeBron is not my favorite player.
Yeah, y'all know who our favorite player is.
I have made
by
it
now.
I have never. Listen, he plays for my favorite team, and I'm still not happy. I'm still not happy. I'm still not happy.
You gotta just chalk it up.
I do all the time. I just chalk it up because at this point the whole squad is busted. But they have made some changes. We will get to that later. But I wholeheartedly agree. Like I feel like you have to believe in yourself first.
Yeah.
So as long as he thinks he the GOAT and he the greatest all the time, baby, you think that you think highly of yourself. Hey. But I don't have to think that, and because I don't, like, he isn't the GOAT to me.
Yeah. So I mean, obviously, some people who are LeBron fans would consider him the GOAT. The
shout
people.
Out to them. I said shout out to them.
Yeah, the people that the fans that have grew up watching him. Play the game.
Yeah.
Like we grew up watching MJ.
Kobe.
That's who our GOATs are. But obviously they're gonna say he the GOAT. You could define like what is a GOAT? What is the greatest of all time? Like
Michael
you could
Jordan.
define that as a player who had the most championships. In that case, it'll be Will Chamberlain. You could define that as a person who had the most MVP awards. The most points in a single game, breaking the all-time scoring record. Like
it's whatever how you define it.
So pretty much a GOAT is pretty much your opinion of who that person is.
It's really how you define it.
Right. Some people think Tom Brady a GOAT. Some people don't. So that's all in a matter of opinion.
Yeah, it's really based on how you define it and your opinion and your perception.
Exactly.
And just because like people don't agree, that doesn't that does not make them a hater. It does not make you anti-black.
Say that again.
It does. Just because like you don't agree, it does not make you a hater.
Say that again.
It does not make you a hater.
Thank you, because people be.
And it does not make you anti-black. Because somebody tried me the other day. I'm anti-black because I don't feel like LeBron is the greatest of all time.
Rocks, man.
I have made it clear that I am not a fan of his on the court. Off the court, love him. Love his family. His wife is bomb.
She is gorgeous.
We love Savannah James over her, baby.
Hey.
But just because I just don't like him on the court, I've never have. He too dramatic for me.
Yeah.
He cry a lot. He cry a lot. But he is great at what he does. The accolades will never be diminished because like the things that he has accomplished, he's accomplished them well. Mm-hmm. And it is not a person walking that they can take that from him. He has earned it. Crying and all.
Just like his wife said, he did that.
Yeah, like he has earned it, crying and all.
Did that. Yeah, he did.
He cried a lot.
He did.
He cried a lot. But for me, my favorite player is Kobe Bryant.
Mine too.
Kobe could be my GOAT, but I also think Michael Jordan is the greatest of all time to me.
Hey,
like anybody,
some people think Bill Russell is.
Yeah, I feel like, but for me,
mistake. I meant Bill Russell, not Will Chamberlain for most championships. My bad. But yeah, some people think Bill Russell is.
I mean, listen, they made a whole like documentary about the Chicago. It was The Last Dance.
You notice they coming out with all documentaries on Netflix about these because they have one about Bill Russell. They got one about
I still haven't watched the one about the Olympic team.
I saw that.
I need to watch that. I need to watch it. Yeah,
I need to watch it. It was good. But most of them was like clips I already saw.
I need to watch it.
Put it in the documentary.
Oh, okay.
It was.
I mean, the greatest one will always be The Last Dance.
That was amazing.
That was amazing.
that was good.
That was amazing.
Because they ain't have social media back then, so just
and speaking of that, so there is a picture. I don't know if I think the picture is Michael Jordan, because it can't be Kareem, but there is a picture of like Michael Jordan taking a shot. And the audience is watching, and there is no phone. Oh yeah, and versus LeBron's recent shot where everybody got their phone out. Like it's the day and age that we live in.
It is.
Folks don't really savor the moment just because like they want to capture it so bad.
Yeah,
it's the day and age we live in.
Unfortunately.
But yeah, like shout out to LeBron. Like this takes nothing from him.
I mean, they did lose the game, but
and that's a problem.
I mean, they lost that game.
That's a problem.
I mean, if you go, that would have been the icing on the cake. Obviously,
and Stephen A. Smith, he talked about that. Like he said on Kobe's last game, when Kobe dropped 60, and they won.
But yeah.
So it's the different things that like it
makes you
the greatest of all time.
Exactly. So
it's those small details, those little bitty things.
And some people be like, "Oh, he lost, but he still this top scoring." Okay, that's fine, but nigga, y'all still lost. Like at the end of the day, like come on, bro. It's
the small things.
You gotta seal the deal.
It's the small things. It's the small things for us. Let's say
Kobe scored 81. Look, I'm sorry to keep bringing up Kobe, but Kobe scored 81 points in a game and still won that game.
His last game,
still won that game.
My thing is, his very last game, he dropped 60, and they won the game. LeBron broke a record, and y'all didn't win a game. Like, come on. It's the small things like that for us that separates you. It kind of defines like how I think of you as the greatest of all time. It's those small things.
If you can't win this game, I don't know.
Like it's the small things.
You can break records all you want, but the end goal is a championship.
Michael Jordan had the flu.
I mean, hey, listen.
The flu game. The flu.
I was live in living color when I saw that.
The flu.
I was there on that game when I saw that. Yeah.
The flu, bro.
I know.
It's the small things. And what's this? this dude Drew, like who we know from like Webster.
Yeah.
He tweeted yesterday.
Shout out to you.
Shout out to Drew and the Third Leg podcast.
Yeah.
He tweeted the other day and he was like, "So LeBron broke a record on this day, but he not playing tonight for ankle soreness."
I saw that. You said like 2 days later you had a
She like that.
Like how?
She like that. Like come on. But hey, shout out to you.
You can't be breaking records and breaking limbs. Like come on, bro. Like
for ankle soreness.
No soreness.
God. But
I mean,
we say all of that to say he still broke the record.
Hey, I still respect it. Okay,
he still sits alone at the top of the all-time greatest scorer.
He will be there for a while.
He still sits alone at the top. Mm-hmm. So like, shout out to him and his accomplishment, and I'm sure I don't know how many seasons like he got left because he.
I'm gonna say he got because I think he wants to play with his son at least one season. So I think he may have about 2 more seasons left in him.
Well, Bronny is a senior this year.
I know he probably still got about 1 or 2 left. I say 2 max.
I say 1.
You say 1?
I say 1 because
I feel 1 year with him and
it's because like I feel like Bronny is a senior now and who knows like where it's gonna lead him after he graduates.
Yeah.
I say 1, but like you never know with LeBron. And because like he doesn't play as many games anyway because he be out for like just whatever. Mm-hmm. So you just never know. Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah.
But shout out to LeBron and shout out to his beautiful family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what's up though. Congratulations.
Yeah. Big congrats.
Now. Let's move on to Mr. Kyrie Irving. So the Brooklyn Nets, they have officially agreed to trade Kyrie Irving to the Dallas Mavericks. They announced that this past Monday. By the time you see this, they've announced it last Monday. So. First of all, before I dive in, what do you think about this?
I'm not mad at it.
You not mad?
I'm not.
Okay.
I feel like when he came back, like after that whole like COVID debacle, and then the incident like with the movie he posted about, and he was out for those games. And I just don't feel like Brooklyn was a fit. I feel like in theory we thought that him playing
on paper it was like Kyrie,
James Harden. On paper it looked well. On paper,
it looked good,
but just because it looked well on paper,
that means it's gonna translate on the court.
Yeah, and it just did not translate well on the court. And it is nothing against. I'm not saying that Kyrie and KD had any beef because I don't think that they did.
Oh, yeah.
It just didn't. It didn't come together well.
And they didn't play. They played like how many games together?
It wasn't many.
It wasn't a lot.
And then they got rid of James Harden, and then got Ben Simmons, which I still feel like was a stupid deal. But whatever.
Oh yeah.
It just didn't go well.
Yeah.
However, I feel like this thing with Dallas, Luka and him.
So
I think that's gonna be good.
So Kyrie and KD only played 74 games out of the 143 games.
Yeah, together.
So why not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I do feel like him being in Dallas with Luka, I think I got
a lot to say about this. So, okay, here's what went down.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
So, Brooklyn received Spencer Dinwiddie along with Dorian Finney-Smith, a 2027 second-round pick.
And Spencer Dinwiddie is dope. I feel like he got the short end of that stick, but whatever.
A 2029 first-round pick. And then a 2029 second-round pick. And the Dallas received Kyrie Irving along with Markieff Morris.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
So Spencer Dinwiddie, you say.
I feel like he's pretty solid. I think he's a solid player, and so for him to be able, I feel like for them to send him to Brooklyn, I feel like Brooklyn got a nice young core. It's one dude on their team. I don't know his name, but he. In like the past couple of games that he has played, like he has scored like 43 or something points in both it was 43 in one game, 43. He legit. So I think like I feel like they can build, but I feel like on Spencer Dinwiddie I think he got the back end of that stick. But I mean,
and shout out to the Nets owner, you ass.
Yeah, he's definitely an ass.
Trying to block his blessing. But whatever. I have a feeling it's gonna work out great.
Yeah.
But Spencer Dinwiddie, he already played for the Nets previously. So he's 2016-21 to 2021.
So it's probably like familiar for him. He already beat her or something.
Yeah. So and that's when he's traded to the Wizards and this. Yeah. So the deal came when Irving he requested to be traded from the Brooklyn Nets.
Yeah, he requested
ahead of that trade, the February 9th deadline.
And I feel like that was smart of him to say I want to be traded. Like I don't want to be here no more.
Oh yeah, he was ecstatic about it, about playing for the Nets. He was looking forward to playing alongside Luka. He tweeted, "Thank you, Nets World fans and supporters for the love on and off the court. I will forever be grateful. I got to live out my dream I had as a kid with y'all. It will always be love for me and my family." So I'm glad he got to live out his, dream of playing in New York. So he's going to be a free agent after the season though.
Who Kyrie?
Irving, yeah.
I think if him, Luka, and the Dallas can make a run in the playoffs, if he becomes a free agent, I think he would want to stay. Mm-hmm. I think he would like that. Mm-hmm. That's just my personal opinion.
Right.
But I like the match. I like this together. Mm-hmm. Dallas is already a problem with just Luka by himself and the squad that they got. But to add Kyrie, and you have said plenty of times Kyrie is a number 2 player.
Yeah, so that's going to be interesting because both of them like to shoot. So that's going to be interesting to see. Okay, I'll get to that. But yeah, I got a lot to say about that because I saw clips of the game when his debut.
Well, Luka was out.
I know. I'll get to that. But okay. So Irving, he's averaging 27 points a game, and then you got Luka, who's averaging 33 points a game.
Monster.
They will become like the top duo. They could be like the top duo in the league.
Monster.
Crazy. That can make them a strong contender in the West. The Western Conference, man,
stacked. And I blame John Morant. I blame him because he was like, "I'm fine in the West. Are you sure?
Are you sure? Oh, we fine. Oh, I'm fine.
I'm fine in the West.
That didn't age well.
It did not age well at all. That shit didn't age well for him. Like, dude, are you sure you're fine in the West? Okay.
We'll see about that. Listen, Morant, y'all do not have no rivalry with the Warriors. Like, there's no rivalry.
He legit think
like ain't no rivalry.
He legit think we on the same level.
No,
you're not on the same level, sir. But hey,
no rivalry.
Listen, I love the confidence.
He has it.
He gets it. Okay. He think they on the same.
Oh man, on the same playing field. No, sir.
He think they on the same playing field. Like he think we even. You know what I'm saying? Like, sir, please.
So an end of an era for the Nets. First of all, the era didn't really start.
The era didn't really error.
It didn't. It wasn't erroring.
It wasn't error. It wasn't error.
Wait, the end of an error. EROR. Yeah.
Yeah, because it didn't really give what it was supposed to give.
It wasn't. Unfortunately, that was.
And it kind of makes me question if KD feels like leaving the Warriors was that a good idea because it just didn't.
Well, at the time he probably felt like that. Yeah,
it didn't work out in his favor, man.
You can't predict that. So at the time he probably felt like it was.
Yeah, at the time
can't see ahead.
But I'm just saying it just did not work out in his favor. That's just all I'm saying.
Now, people are wondering if this trade would be good for the Mavs. So again, you got Luka, you got Kyrie, who like to hog the ball, and there's pure scorers. Mm-hmm. How's this gonna work, right? And so I'm sure Luka is so glad that Kyrie is on his team because he doesn't have to do it all. He doesn't have to be Superman every game. So I think scoring 50 points a game.
I think Luka is currently. So before Kyrie, I'm assuming that Luka played the number 1 spot. Yeah. If they are both on the court at the same time, it moves Luka to number 2.
No.
As to where like Kyrie would bring the ball up instead of him, or whatever, or vice versa. Whoever wants to be the floor general at the time, doesn't matter. I still think it's gonna work.
Okay, so he finally has some help
Yeah.
On the offensive side, like I said, he ain't got to do it all himself. When I was watching the clips and stuff, he seemed super happy on that bench. Like, he was so happy. Like, man, he was relieved. So they went up. They went up against the Clippers. They ended up winning. It was like 110 to 104. Now I'm gonna just talk about the game that I saw. This was this past Wednesday when he made his debut. Mm-hmm. I'm just gonna make some observations on what I saw and what I think. Did you see the game?
I did not. I was watching BT Sisters. Sorry.
You watched. Never mind. From what I saw, it looked like Kyrie was gelling really well with this team in such a short amount of time.
That's a good thing.
I saw that they were gelling. It was great to see. It was a great debut for him. He looked comfortable in that uniform, even though it's weird as heck to see him in a Mavs uniform. He looked comfortable.
Cause I just can't imagine him playing for a Western Conference team. He has always been in the East. He's always been an Eastern Conference team.
Yeah. So I don't know. I feel like it's probably gonna be good for him, all that competition. I don't know. But yeah, he looked comfortable playing on the court. The Mavs, they never trailed in this game at all. They never trailed. It got close to, it was like a 1-point game, but they never trailed.
So just imagine when Luka comes back.
So and this is the Clippers. So I mean, they play good. they play good though. I'm not. The ball movement was very, very good. Cause when Luka be out there, you don't see a lot of ball movement.
Because he controls it.
At the top of the key,
and he controls it the whole time.
Yeah,
I feel like Kyrie is more of a sharer. Like he wants to get everybody. Yeah,
he's like a guard. He's a true guard.
And Luka is not. So like that's why I said like it's gonna push him to the 2 slot and like have Kyrie at the 1, just because like he'll be a true guard.
Right.
So and that's what I mean.
Yeah. Kyrie did score 24 points and 5 assists.
Not bad.
Not too shabby.
That is not bad at all.
And it looked like it was a different energy with that team.
I feel like Brooklyn was draining him.
It looked fresh. Like he looked happy to be there.
Yeah. It looked like maybe how he was in his first 2 years probably in Boston.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it makes me kind of want to watch the
I'm not mad at
more,
it. I mean, I like Luka. I feel like Luka is Luka.
Shout out to the Boo thing, because Mavericks is his team.
Really?
So I'm gonna have to be Team Mavs. Be rocking a Kyrie jersey.
All right. Don't push it.
Oh, whatever.
Don't push it.
Okay, so this is only game 1.
Okay, with them.
That was only game 1. By the time this aired, they probably play more games. But from that one game, so can they sustain?
I think so.
This for the rest of the season, make it to the playoffs, and be like contenders,
especially with the All-Star break coming up next week.
Yeah.
And most people after All-Star, they pick that shit up.
Trying to make the playoffs. Yeah.
And the Mavs already are not in a bad spot.
Right.
With adding Kyrie, this is going to help. And like the Mavs were already a problem. They in the previous seasons they have made the playoffs, but they can never get past. I think like the second round. They might get there.
So it would be interesting to see once Luka, gets well, recovers, how them two will click on the court. Some people say, I've heard more people say that it wouldn't work as opposed to
I feel like it would.
I feel honestly,
especially because I saw a clip and Luka was happy as fuck.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he
it's gonna work. It's gonna work.
He gotta do too much. He got somebody that can help.
Like he has help. Like he has the help that he needs.
And everybody played their part on that team. Like everybody did what they was supposed to do.
And just imagine, without Kyrie being there, they were already winning games with just Luka and the rest of the team. That's what I'm saying.
So if Kyrie out, then Luka obviously gonna take over. If Luka ain't there, obviously we see that Kyrie is able to take control. So
and they both are or scorers, they shoot. This is gonna create some issues in the West.
It's gonna be
I like
good.
it. I'm not mad at it.
I just like Kyrie's energy. Like he feels. So Kyrie did say, quote, I wanted to be places that I'm celebrated and not just kind of tolerated or just kind of dealt with in a way that makes me feel respected. And there were times during this process in Brooklyn where I felt very disrespected.
My Lord.
And my talent, I work extremely hard at what I do. No one ever talks about my work ethic. Everyone talks about what I'm doing off the floor. So I just want to change my narrative and write my own story. And now I'm in Dallas, just focus on what I can control. I know that's right.
Come on, Mr. Irving.
He got a fresh...
I'm here for it.
I'm here for it too. Like, do you see a video clip of him walking with the fans?
No.
Yeah, he was like literally like walking with fans.
I'm here
like,
for it.
And
maybe Brooklyn was just giving toxicity.
Yeah, the owner. Yeah.
So I'm here for it. Shout out to Kyrie.
Yeah. Speaking of somebody else who needs to dip out on the Nets, which was a surprise. This happened like literally overnight. Like the NBA pulled a Beyonce on us.
Because listen, Victoria texted me 7 a.m. I wasn't even awake yet from work.
I was at work.
I wasn't even up yet from work, and she was like, "You see the trade?" I'm like, "What are you talking about?"
When I texted you didn't know what was going on.
No, I mean,
dog.
So my phone had sent me the updates overnight. I was still asleep, so I didn't text them to.
Okay.
I checked it like when you texted me, and I was like, "What the?" So when I went to sleep, it was silence. When I went to sleep, everything was copacetic. I had heard about Josh Hart going to the Knicks. Those type of things. You know, went to sleep. It was cool. Woke up, you texted me. I'm like, what is happening? And I'm like, oh, this is a lot to wake up to in the morning. This is a lot.
Everybody like, what in the world is going on? Like literally, they pulled a Beyonce on.
Yeah,
like,
so before
overnight.
that so like before that I had heard about, like the Russell Westbrook, D'Angelo trade, all of that.
Yep.
Listen, before we get to the KD, let me talk about Westbrook. Listen,
Westbrook, and it was like, was that the end of the era in the Lakers? I'm like, that didn't even start.
That didn't even start.
Like,
because I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I want them to get rid of AD too, because I'm sick of him. He made the glass. He's so
I know, man.
But
I know.
So listen, Woj was working overtime. Pay my good man pay him Woj, what's his name? Wojnarowski. Pay Woj what he is due. I'm sure y'all do, but it's just a little for you, okay? Yeah. According to Woj, breaking news, the Lakers have agreed to a deal to land a Minnesota's D'Angelo Russell. So like he's going back to the Lakers.
Yeah.
So they have agreed to a deal. It's to land Minnesota's D'Angelo Russell, Utah's Malik Beasley, and Jared Vanderbilt in trade, including Mike Conley Jr. and 3 second-round picks to the Timberwolves and Russell Westbrook and a lightly projected 2027 LA first-round pick. Also in the deal was Juan Toscano Anderson, Damian Jones to the Jazz, Nickeil Alexander-Walker to the Timberwolves. The sources are saying, basically, the Lakers got rid of Westbrook. The Timberwolves or sending D'Angelo Russell back to the Lakers, and Westbrook is going to the Jazz.
Yeah.
And Mike Conley, I believe, or Malik Beasley is going to the Timberwolves.
Yeah. Mike Beasley
is going to
no, I think they said he was going to the Lakers, if I'm not mistaken.
With D'Angelo Russell.
Wait.
This is a lot.
Wait a minute. Nope. Wait a minute. You talking about Mike Beasley, bro? Hold up.
It was Malik Beasley.
Oh, Malik Beaslly.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a lot in this trade.
Wait, Malik Beasley.
Yeah.
Ain't he on the Lakers, right?
He played for Utah at first. He played for Utah.
But I think he's on the Lakers, and if I'm not mistaken, that's the same team that Scottie Pippen's son was on.
Yeah. They finna be teammates. Yeah.
Interesting.
But the big thing is that Westbrook. I like Westbrook. I know that some people will be like, he don't do enough. I feel like he is a little bit over the top, but I like Westbrook. I want him to win. So hopefully in Utah, like he gets that chance. Mm-hmm. I don't know. It is Utah. I don't even know who in Utah, but because Donovan Mitchell played for the Cavaliers now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, but we got kind of off topic. But KD, he's going to Phoenix, y'all.
Shout out to them.
That's where he wanted to go too. So, and it's weird that they granted his wish, but didn't grant Kyrie. But whatever. Yeah.
And then here's the thing: I was happy about the trade because I feel like KD wasn't happy either.
Yeah.
However, I liked the squad that Phoenix had prior to the trade.
You do?
I liked it being Chris Paul, Devin Booker, DeAndre Ayton. I liked Jay Crowder. I liked the people who played with them, which were in the trade. Like
so
I liked them.
So the trade involved. So the Nets is sending Kevin Durant and TJ Warren for Mikal McCall-Bridges, Cam Johnson,
and
Jay Crowder, 4 first-round draft picks, and a 2028 pick swap.
However, that same day, Jay Crowder was sent to the Bucks. Now that's gonna be good. Yeah, he was sent to the Bucks.
Okay. So it's gonna be the big three in Phoenix,
which will be Booker, Durant, and Chris Paul. But DeAndre Ayton is a factor for them. Like he is their big man.
Yeah.
However, when Cam Johnson just looked so upset on the sidelines of that Brooklyn Nets game since he played for them now, he just looked like
he got traded.
This is some shit.
like, dude, imagine finding out you getting traded overnight. Like, imagine waking up and finding out
and to a team
got traded.
And to a team that's like, this is some shit.
That would make me mad.
I would be pissed.
Man. Imagine having to uproot. Well, I guess they can stay where they at, but probably have to uproot themselves.
I would be so pissed.
No, man.
But here's the thing. I like it. The West is gonna be stacked. Like Phoenix was already in good standing anyway as it is. But like adding Kevin Durant creates a different dynamic for them. Kevin Durant is if he is going to be, by the time that he finishes, one of the greatest because of what he does, his length, his offensiveness, all of that.
I mean, people will question that as well, but
I'm not going to question it.
Yeah,
I'm not going to question it. Like he legit. But to add that to what Phoenix already has and Chris Paul, DeAndre Ayton, and Devin Booker, it's just going to add, especially with a coach like Monty. Oh, that's going to be bananas.
That's one of the reasons why he wanted to go there too, because I think he played with him before, if I'm not mistaken. That's one of the reasons why he wanted to go to why he wanted to go to Phoenix.
Probably on the U.S. Olympic team,
or something like that. Yeah, they got along real good. But Kyrie Irving, he reacted to it. He said, "I'm just glad he got out of there."
Cause I feel like Kyrie knew something was up with that whole organization in Brooklyn. It's something not right up in there. It's giving get out.
And they did.
They did. It's giving get out. But yeah, I'm happy for him.
I'm not sure when he makes his debut.
Because he's currently injured.
Right.
Yeah.
So I don't know. But yeah, that should be interesting.
But it creates it's the West. Man. Stacked. John Morant spoke too soon.
He did.
He spoke too soon.
Shaking his boots right now.
Cause he definitely said, "No, I'm okay in the West." Are you?
Hey.
Oh, do you still feel that way?
All right. They do hold the number 2 spot, so I mean they sitting pretty nice.
Who?
The Memphis Grizzlies. They sitting pretty nice.
Yeah, they sit pretty nice. Here's the thing: I don't care where you sit before All-Star.
After
is what matters to people.
That's what matters.
That's what
but
matters
I mean,
to
you got yourself. They're in the right position. They're in a good position. So, just gotta sustain that.
Yeah. So. And listen, and the jokes were joking during these trades because Patrick, Patrick Beverly made a tweet and was like, "Ooh, the gang back together again," and he was referring to D'Angelo Russell. But then 10 hours later, he was traded. Sir, what game? You're out of here too. So maybe this will create this whole new dynamic in in Los Angeles with the Lakers, this might create like a starter for them to like make them want to like, you know, like I guess give a little more. But who knows? Gary Payton, the second is going back to the Warriors.
Yeah.
Shout out to him. It's just and then the Rockets will also acquire John Wall from the Clippers. Here's my thing. John Wall and Russell Westbrook, they just getting passed around. I'm so sick of
pass around.
It's
Dang.
So sad.
Dang.
It's
sad. Shaq went through half the league.
It's so sad. They just getting passed around.
I mean, listen. I wouldn't want to be a pass around.
I wouldn't. Cause it's just like you a side dish.
It's just the fact that every season, like, you getting passed around, like, that's just too much. Like, you gotta build with this team, now you gotta build with this team. Now you gotta, like,
because I don't know if it was ESPN or the Bleacher Report, but somebody posted this picture of like of Russell Westbrook and his 4-year deal that he had signed with Oklahoma at the time.
And I think
and
that each year he went to a different team. Yeah,
this is year 5. Like this is year 5 like, of that current deal, and he's going to the Utah Jazz.
Yep.
Like I would be like, oh,
that's crazy.
That's so
that's
sad.
Crazy. Yeah, each year that's crazy.
That's so sad. I'm so sad.
I know.
That's so sad. But while we are here, this is Super Bowl weekend.
Yes.
I'm only watching for Rihanna, Robin Fenty. Thank you. Just Don't Sing Lift Me Up.
Rihanna's concert.
Yeah, Rihanna's concert. Yeah. I just love how Rihanna is having a concert and then just invited these football teams to just come play.
Like for real.
Like, it's giving billionaire status.
You was it's
giving, she is such a billionaire to like invite these people to come play him.
Hey.
Just come play in her backyard for a minute. You
Period.
Know?
Like,
because it's a Rihanna concert at this point. As long as she doesn't sing Lift Me Up.
That's what people saying, but you know, they gotta at some points they gotta slow it down just a tad. You know what I'm saying? Just a tad.
Okay, so while we're here,
yes.
So who are you? So who do you think is going to win?
I'm going to
the Missouri Chiefs.
Listen,
or
you and this Missouri Chiefs,
the Philadelphia Eagles.
We don't claim Kansas City anyway. Not
fly Eagles fly.
I'm just playing. So I am.
Are you thinking?
I'm going to go with. First of all, I don't have a team.
Not at all.
I don't care. I don't have a team. So with that being said, I think that the Eagles are going to win.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm gonna go with Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Okay.
Just because I watched the game like where they won to get to this point, and they played against the Bengals. It was the Bengals. Patrick Mahomes, listen,
playing through an injury though.
That guy's pretty special. Yeah. But then again, I'm also rooting for Jalen Hurts.
Me too.
Yeah. Me too. But I mean, it's two black quarterbacks. Yeah. I don't care what you say about Patrick Mahomes. He is black. But whatever. But I really don't care who wins. I'm just here to have a. I'm just here for the chicken wings.
All about the food. All about the food. Period. And halftime. But as long as this is a
good
close game, okay?
A good game.
It got to be close. It can't be no blowout. Because what is the point?
Yeah, like, I want to be real close.
Which is why I feel like this stuff is fixed. Because who wants to see a blowout game? Somebody gotta not score or something. like I be feeling like this stuff is fixed.
I'm excited. I hope it be a good game.
Yeah.
But yeah, I hope it be a good game. Like, shout out to them.
Listen, by the time this episode comes out, we already found out who won. So,
yeah, we'll know by Sunday.
So
we currently on Friday, so we'll know by Sunday who's gonna be the winner.
Yeah. So don't think listen. I said Eagles, so if they win, don't think we just recorded this Monday and it came out. I'm going with the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I'm going with the Chiefs. Just
here, we need to make a bet.
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
You scared?
No,
Is you scared?
I'm poor. Thank you.
It ain't gotta be monetary. It could be like.
I hope it'll be a good game though. Just
you checking it out. I hope so too.
Whoever wins. Just
let it be good and close.
This has been the longest football season ever. My God.
You think?
Listen, this has been the longest football season ever. Yeah, it's been long, and prayers are still going up for DeMar Hamlin. I watched that day.
Yeah,
that's scary.
Yeah, I'm just glad he's here.
Yeah, I'm so glad he is here. Shout out to the medical staff at the hospital, like the day he went to. Like, you guys are amazing. Yeah, shout out to him. I think it's gonna be a pretty good game. I think it's gonna be a close game.
I think it's gonna be good. It's gonna be exciting. I hope so. Yeah. So.
And before we close out, for the final and realest time, Tom Brady is retiring. He's also looking for a sugar baby, clearly.
Listen, you saw that
I left a comment.
You saw that what'd you call it?
I said, Tom,
thirst
please.
Trap.
I said, Tom, please.
Oh, yeah, I responded. I was laughing when I said it. Yeah, that little thirst trap.
Tom, please. Because why would you do this?
Because listen.
Like, you done lost your family for
Giselle
what?
don't want you no more.
I feel like Giselle would take him back. Because I feel like all Giselle really wanted was for him to just stick to his word and retire and be with the family.
I don't know, man.
Because Tom, why would you do this?
So he really risk his family just for one postseason. One polar season. You didn't even get to the playoffs.
You didn't make it, sir.
Get to it at least. At least.
Like, your wife was a
make
supermodel.
It worth it. Listen.
Come on, Tom.
Listen.
But Tom has secured the bag with his correspondence job with Fox Sports. Okay.
Oh, really?
It's a bag.
Oh, he got it?
Yeah.
He doing it? Oh, okay.
It's a bag.
Okay.
But I just want to say, like, congrats on the retirement. I'm not making no post about you because I did that last year, and then you faked us out. You're not getting that.
Previous one. Just go back to the last one.
Leave some more comments. Just you gotta do, because I feel like you
refer to the last year's.
You played us, and I'm not going through that shit again.
Oh, that's funny.
Because why would you do this? I'm not talking about some. I'm for real this time, but sir. And then you and then you dropping thirst traps. Bruh. Tom, please. You should have retired then. Yeah. I'm not sure what he was trying to
wasting everybody's time.
I'm not sure what he was trying to accomplish, but you wasted your time at this point.
Well, he accomplished the demise of his marriage. That's what he did.
I feel like I think him and Giselle could work it out. I'm optimistic.
Yeah, we don't know, but
I don't know them people. I don't know them people in real life.
Frankly, I don't care.
Don't give a damn. Don't care. But yeah, good episode.
Yeah.
If you are not, make sure that you are following us on the Instagram. It is WDWKAS Podcast.
And that Twitter is What Do Women Know 1, and that's KNO, the number 1.
Also in the podcast bio, there is a link tree for all of our other. It's our YouTube, the Twitter is on there too. It's our the articles about us, our merchandise. Make sure you check it out, and make sure you are commenting, and subscribing on all platforms. Yeah. As always, I am Brina Cole,
and I'm Vicky D.
We shall see y'all next week. Peace.
You are now listening to the Best Damn Sports Podcast. Period.